everybody, what is up? It's Zero here, and we got a bit of information to go over in this video today. For starters, we're going to take a look at the account, see how the progression's going. Um, we have made it to Giants B5 with our team. Most of them are now 5-star. Uh, this is our team here, along with Shannon instead of Lauren at this time. I'm still trying to get her ruined up. I've got I got room missing, and then I'm gonna get her kind of stacked up, and then I'll get her mixed into the team. Um, I'm also working diligently on getting Varimos fused, so I can go with the Water Magic Knight, the Bernard, the Shannon, uh, Varimos, and Bella, the Inugami. That's going to be my main team until I am able to get my Fran. Once I get her out, it's going to be the Magic Knight, Bernard, Lauren, Fran, and probably Varimos, because I won't need Shannon anymore because Fran does an attack boost, and I just won't need Shannon anymore after that. Although I have seen some current content once this account gets up to the B12s for Giants. I have seen that the original teams are coming back. The original build up teams, Bernard, Shannon, Lauren, Fran, and then some type of a DPS unit. I've seen Crow, the Dark Inugami, as a favorite, but I've been seeing those types of comps coming back. Um, they're basically tried and true. But that's the team so far, and I've been getting my Colleen up so I can start working on dragons hopefully soon. I have not touched those yet because Giants is the priority, and getting everybody up to at least 5-star runes. That is the goal of the team at the moment. I did finally drop a Fire Inugami. I will be getting him built up here pretty soon, but I did get one dropped, and I've been getting a pretty hefty amount of 4-star runes farmed up to get this team up and running. It's moving, it's progressing, it's doing really well. But I have broke into B5. I'm pretty much running B5 on all of the different dungeons that I'm currently running. All of the Essence dungeons I am running B5. Giants I am in B5. But that is that progress. I have got quite a bit of the Varimos Fusion together. This is what it looks like now. The ones that are colored in are obviously the monsters that I've collected so far, so I've just got 3 more monsters to collect and get everything progressed, and then I'll be able to get me a Varimos. And I think as soon as I get these 3 monsters pooled, I'm probably going to stop where I'm at on progressing and just pump out a bunch of farming and just get these guys done. But that's my plan with that. What I wanted to go over today is to drop a little bit of insight on the rifts and those progress. So I've been able to unlock the world boss, and I was partially right on how I did that in an earlier video. It does require you to finish everything on normal. Once you finish Charuka on normal, you will get one of these popped up, and you will be quested to do one. Open it up, do a normal. You can put 5 monsters in there. Just open it up, throw your core 5-man team in there, your farmer, depending on where this is at. For me is the Water Magic Knight. Throw them in there. Throw some food monsters there. Just run the normal one. You just have to complete it once. Once you complete it, it will open up the world boss. Go in there. You need a minimum of 10 monsters, but they did remove the star requirement, so you can go in there with 3-star monsters if you have them. So run that once, and then you'll open up the Rift of Worlds, and then you run the Rift Raid at level 1 once. Just take your core 5-man team that you've been building in there, and then 1 extra because it's a 6-person thing to run. And then once you get that finished, you will then open up the Dimension Hold. I have been dabbling in here a little bit, been working on my Wind Griffin, and then now that I have the Fire Inugami, once I get him up, I will take him in here. And this is what I wanted to talk about today, is once you get this unlocked, there is a easy team to put together. And that team that would kind of help you break into this would be your Water Magic Knight, Fran, the Light Fairy Queen, and Lauren. Those would be 3 units that I would attempt to deck out as quickly as possible and farm up the Fran, and definitely participate in events to get the ancient coins and get Fran as quickly as possible. And I say that because that is probably one of the safest teams to use, at least in Karazhan Dungeon. 2 of the units you use the most in this game, which are Griffins and Inugamis, are in here. And the Wind Griffin, the Fire Griffin, the Fire Inugami, and the Dark and Light Inugamis even are 5 of the units you're going to want to Second Awaken as quickly as you possibly can. Getting them to their Second Awaken status, it's worth it. It's so worth it, especially the Fire Griffin. So if you get lucky on your secret dungeons and you can get your Lauren, and you've been participating in the events and you get your Fran, you can put that team together, get them roomed up with some of the better runes that you've collected, and start dabbling around in here. So when you first get in here, you're going to go through some dialogue and stuff, and then you'll be able to jump in here and start running some of these dungeons. To get here, it's the remains, not the forest. But you click on the remains and you have these options. Each one of the units here, the Griffin, the Inugami, the Warbear, each of their counterpart levels has 5 levels. You can see them here. As you progress through each level, the next one opens up, and so on and so forth. With that beginner team, if you can farm those units up and jump in here, and you can get to level 2 or level 3, and you're not dying and you're completing those levels, keep doing it. The energy in here is separate from your main energy, and it recharges 1 energy per 2 hours. So if you can only spend a few energy a day, great. Just jump in here and just keep farming wherever you are. And as your rune level improves, the level at which you will clear improves. Yes, the lower levels will use up more energy than the final 5th level. But the 5th level, I believe it's about 110 energy or so, to about 100 to 110 energy, somewhere in there, to if you can jump straight up to level 5 and just run it dead stop. I believe it takes 100 to 110 energy. If you can only make it to level 4 and you can farm level 4 efficiently and no deaths, I believe it's about 120 energy to get the Second Awakening for that unit. So just start dabbling around in here as soon as you get it unlocked, as soon as you are able, and just run levels. The energy takes time to charge back up, so you don't want to leave it sitting at full. You want to get that energy used up. As you can see here, I've made it up to unlocking level 3, but at the time, and that was with 4 and 5 star units. As your units improve, as your runes improve, obviously that'll go up. But I have not retried level 3. They are 3 stages per level. You have a stage 1, a stage 2, and then the boss stage. Um, so getting in here, getting these done as quickly as possible is definitely going to be your best option once you get some of those units. Um, the Inugami goes in this order. As you can see here, I'm going to get in here as soon as my fire Inugami gets going. And same team. Any of the dungeons in here, a nice safe team is the Lapis, Fran, and Lauren. Primarily, once you get them all fairly decked out, get them skilled up, they all have turn manipulation, every single one of them, and you can definitely get the Water Magic Knight to deal some damage. So you've got that stacked with her turn manipulation. Lauren and Fran both have their turn manipulation. Fran's got the attack buff and the immunity, so it's just a nice, safe combo to jump into these with. But that is Karzin, which has those 3 units, and then next is Lumel. Lumel is where you would work on your martial cats and your werewolves. Those are in here. I do have a couple of the werewolves, and I don't have any of the martial cats yet, although I definitely want the wind one. As soon as I can find her, build her up. She's a really good free-to-play 3-star unit for giants. Really, really good. But those ones, they do the same thing in here. They all go in different orders. They're not all the same, but you could work on these if you have either of these units. And then Alunia, I believe, is just the fairies and pixies. And this does not include Fran. This is just the regular fairies, and then the pixies. You would like to get in here and get to work on Shannon, and I do believe that in this one, if you're going to do Shannon, then you have to use all wind units of some type. This is the only one that's a little bit tricky when you're going up. I don't have a team because I've not really worked on any of the pixies at all yet. I've been focusing on my griffins, my inugamis, my werewolves, and the martial cats on my main account. And on this account, I haven't pulled that many units to work on fairies or the werewolves or the martial cats or anything like that. So I haven't made it this far. But I will get some information on some teams for the different fairies. But the Shannon would be the main one you'd want to carry through here, which would be an all-wind team. So once you get up to here, getting her going shouldn't be super difficult. I'll see if I can get a free-to-play team. I'm pretty sure the martial cat would probably work in there. Bernard would probably work in there. And another wind unit of some type, maybe even Lucian, if you can get a Lucian. I'd say a Lucian, a Bernard, a Pixie, which would be Shannon, and the cat could probably do this pretty easy. But I'll have to do some research and see what information I can get for taking them through there. Lumel, the caveat is your team has to be 15 stars or lower. Which means the units you're taking in there, both the martial cat and the werewolf, they're natural 3s on summon. So basically 4 stars or less. 4-star monsters or less. So you can have 3 4-star monsters, and then the monster actually second awakening, which would be the kitty or the werewolf, but nothing stronger than that. And your Water Magic Knight, Fran, Lauren would work in here too on most of these. That's going to be the main team you'd want to put together for these. So I've gotten these unlocked. I'm going to be dabbling around in these for a little while and hopefully get these second awakenings done on some of these units so I can progress in other areas of the game. But that's what I wanted to go into today, is just getting these done. And then with the patch, the Void Dimension Predator, he came out. I have not touched this at all, not even on my main account, because I've been focusing on this free-to-play account. I haven't even gotten into him, but once I do, I will definitely get a video out on him. But that's it for the dimension holes. Once you get in here, if you can get those 3 characters together, there are some other types of teams. There's a Vertihill team where you could actually do Vertihill, Fran, and Lauren. It's another fairly safe team, another turn manipulation team, but it's a very, very slow team. There's no DPS. That way, with at least with the Water Magic Knight, you can actually build her to deal up some damage. Plus, she's got all AoEs, so it should make it a little bit easier, which is why I would recommend the Water Magic Knight instead of Vertihill. If you have Vertihill, then you can go that route. That's fine. It's going to be way, 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 way slower, but it should also be way, way, way safer. But those are my recommendations for that. I'm going to be definitely playing around and getting some of these done. But until then, I just wanted to get the information out there of the dimension hole and that we made it in there. And progress is moving pretty well. Again, the guild is up and running. It is Ivory Dragons. There is a space between the 2 words. Ivory Dragons. I will pull it up. This is the guild, and we are Ivory Dragons, just like this. It's free to join in. We are on the Asia server. Come on over here, help out, be active, and if you need any assistance, you can definitely jump in the guild chat, and whenever I'm on, I can definitely help and guide some people in whatever directions or whatever area of the game they're working with. So not a problem there. But the only thing I ask for in the guild is just activity. Once I get enough people in here, if guild wars or guild battles or something people want to do, we'll start those up. But at the moment, this guild's going to be here for people that are just needing assistance or just want to be active and in a friendly area. I'll be there to help you out. Not a problem. But other than that, that's it for this video today. If you guys are liking these videos and liking the content and liking the progress reports and everything, definitely leave a like below, subscribe, and I'm going to keep these videos coming. And hopefully, I'm helping people. So thanks for watching.